Loki, hush. Somebody asked me a really good question that the way Odin talks to me is the way that Loki talks to them as should they be worried. That selective hearing the All Father has with me. And actually, they shouldn't because it's actually a really good thing. They develop selective hearing so they don't kill us. They're just like, in a sense, like a parent. They heard everything you said. They're just letting it go so they let you live another day. Sometimes things are what they are. And they are both very much a god of that. Like today, I was pitching a fit and falling in it because Odin wouldn't let me leave the house. And Odin wouldn't let me leave the house because he's like, well, do you have chicken money? Because I wanted to go out and get chicken meal, right? I've been whining about this for 11 days now. No. And actually, it's longer than 11 days because I pointed out how before, last month, that was about when the hood broke down at the DQ, remember? Yeah, you haven't had any fast food, old father, for almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Oh no, and yet you're still alive. And look, he's like, mm-hmm. And Odin's like, well, why are you nodding? Because you're the one that gave her to me like this. It's not my fault. I just can't control her. She needs discipline. And the thing is, Loki had the good fortune to be the god in charge when we had the money to go up and go DQ and go do this and go do that. Odin's the one I've noticed Loki's letting take charge in the very hard lean times. And Odin has noticed that as well, believe me, but Odin is the one that can have you look at things the way they actually are and say, look, you're eating. We're not starving you. You're not missing any meals. You have coffee, you have food, you have whatever you need, you have your utilities paid. You don't need anything that you don't have. And he knew that I was thinking about that check that's coming. He goes, you got two options. He said, you're either going to put that away and save it, because this is Odin I'm dealing with, or you're going to stock up on supplies. Those are your two options. But no, playtime's over. Those are your two options. You're either going to save it for future need, or you're going to stock up on supplies. Those are the two options I'm giving you. And I'm just kind of like, okay. And I went to Loki and I said, do you know what he told me? He said, he's telling me how to handle my money. He goes, yeah, Odin's your advisor. Remember that video you made about listening to your advisor? It's wonderful, isn't it? Well, what would you have me do? He goes, you came to me to get permission to do what you want, didn't you? Yeah. Nice try. You're going to do what he tells you to do, because he's the one telling you now. And Loki went and counterman Odin. Loki's like, that's actually a good idea. You either save that money, or you buy supplies, or you split it up. He goes, there, you want something fun to do with it? You split it up. Put away a half, spend half. And you're going to spend it on supplies you need. Who are you? You're not Loki. He goes, yes, I am. Because we've ran out of playtime. We don't have playtime right now. We have serious time right now. So we have serious time. And, we're still waiting on that book. I still haven't got an email, and guess what? It's been one whole day, but if it was like an agonizing week, and it's actually been one whole day. So I figure I'll give them because I got their answer Monday, I figure I'll give them till Friday, and if I still don't have a shipping number, I'll say, hey, I just don't think you have this book, and I don't want to wait for you to get in stock. Because I talked to Odin. I said, if you do want it, I do want it to ship. I do want you to get it, but at the same time, it feels like maybe I got with a fraudulent company because they have mostly positive reviews, but all the bad reviews they got in the last month. So I'm like, if I had really looked at them, and I used to because I used to be a lot more careful, I wouldn't have bought from this company. He goes, well, you wait till, you wait what you think is a reasonable time, and then you contact them again. And then if they won't help me, I can go to eBay and say, hey, I've contacted them twice, da-da-da. And I know he tied that money up for a reason. Because I even asked him, I said, do you think this seller's trustworthy? He's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So I know he tied that money up for a reason. Whether it's actually for the book, and the book's actually going to come, or it was just to keep me on this really tight income. I'm not sure, but I know he tied it up for a reason. And he goes, look, he said, if you can wait, like say a week, because he goes, if you were under siege, how long could you last? I'm like, a couple weeks. Honestly, I could. And he says, well, if you can wait a week at least, wait a week. Don't go out. Don't go shopping for, fast food. Because he says, I know you. You will say, oh, I'm going out for cheese, oh, Father. I'm going out for sour cream. He says, you will go there and you will see they have no cheese and they have no sour cream. And you will go, the universe wants me to have chicken. He goes, the universe doesn't want you to have a damn thing except common sense. You're staying home. And Loki's backing him up on it. Loki's like, yeah. Yeah. He said, don't make our job any harder than it has to be. He said, you've got food. You've got your utilities paid. You've got clothes on your back. And he says, I agree with him. He says, there are certain things that you might need for winter. Like you might need a little space heater, or you might need this, or you might need that. He goes, that's what you got to be thinking about right now, not thinking about evil presents or anything else. And I'm looking at him like, where did Loki go? Where did my friend go? But this is Loki. Sometimes he teaches really tough lessons, and right now is tough lesson time. He's like, I'm sorry, baby, but I can't just click my fingers and, have 500 millionaires decide they love this channel and become my patrons and have me, live easy life, or, have me have a lottery win when I can't even afford to play the lottery. He's like, baby, I can't do that. So I have to, buckle down and make it through the lean times at least. Thank the gods we've got food on the table. We're hardly starving. We've got beans in there we can cook. We've got all this other stuff we can cook. If we can't cook during the day, then I just have to get used to going back to what we were doing the hottest part of summer, because the heat broke and now the heat's back. Of cooking late at night. And if that means I'm up to 3 or 4 in the morning some days because I was irresponsible and didn't start cooking when the sun went down, well, then that's what it means. So, welcome to the real world. So it's actually a good sign if Loki's talking to you like Odin talks to me, because they're very both the same type of deity. Because Loki and Odin both can be very stern and disciplinarian when we need it, and they can both be a lot of fun too. But if Loki's making you face life is what it is, then that's actually a good thing. It will come off cruel, I think, because we're taught, especially if you came in through Wicca, oh, the gods will give you everything. Or if you came in through manifestation, oh, just pray enough and, the gods will give you perfect health and wealth and happiness. Well, I'm still, I'm getting better. My health's getting a little better, but probably because I got away from all fast food. And, it's just one of those things. They are gods of it is what it is. And you're going to live in the reality you live in. And for whatever reason, they're not going to, bend the laws of reality, probably because, they usually don't. They're not going to bend the laws of reality just to make, everything very extremely easy on us. So I hope that helps. I know this sounds like tough love, but I think too many people sell this idealized version of Loki where Loki will give you everything you want. Loki will give you all this stuff. It's like, no, Loki's like you're eating. Be glad I don't have to teach you hunting skills and that you can still afford to go get food, because you would really enjoy Loki teaching you hunting skills. He's like, be glad, and please do not go out in the middle of the woods with a gun and go, okay, Loki, teach me. That's not what he means. It was sarcasm. He's like, be glad you can put food on the table. Be glad you don't have to rely on going out and hunting, because with me, with my poor vision and my tremors, that would be sad end for many a rabbit. If we're be a rabbit, the poor animal. Um, and that's the thing. He's like, be glad you've got food on the table. You don't have to hunt like your ancestors. You don't have to farm. You've got it pretty damn good. Stop wishing for even more stuff. He says, you will always have what I think you need. And we will. We will have what the gods think we need. That what we think we need is different from what the gods think we need. Is just, a case of it being what it is. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.